nation. Is there any communications in your possession declaring
information?
Declaring
when the clerk read our roster, the clerk called the name Samuel Koffa. So presiding, Samuel Koffa, our honorable colleague from Nima County, has duly won the Nima County race in the Senate. Not just that, Mr. Presiding, he has been certificated, which connotes that he's now a senator. Mr. Presiding, co-presiding colleagues, the name Samuel Koffa, whether being inducted or not, does not exist in the House of Representatives. And as such, he cannot be a representative and a senator at the same time. No. So, we need to ensure that our honorable colleague, if our honorable colleague is here as an observer, we will give him that due courtesy, but he's not a member of this House.
Okay, parliamentary distinguished colleague, we will deal with the chief administrator, the chief clerk to give clarity to this Hussein. I'm coming over there. Yeah. So, Madam Chief Clerk, information denied. Madam Chief Clerk, please speak to the issue that has to do with Honorable Koffa. Doesn't have the right to be in his chambers to participate as an honorable member, having been certificated by the Honorable by the Elections Commission, pending induction in the Honorable Senate.
Mr. Presiding Officer.
What's the formality?
Mr. Co-Presiding Officer, Honorable ladies and gentlemen, by the fact that Honorable Samuel G. Koffa has been duly certificated as Senator of this legislature, he should be here as an observer, not as a partaker of this.
Thank you.
Contact. We proceed. Honorable Koffa, you are welcome to lead as an observer. We proceed.
So the roll call, yeah, the regular carry 67.
67, okay, yeah, you're right. So we are 67 in chambers. I'm coming, Lord. Police, please, listen, please, police. Police, please. Mr. Stenographer, we are told, police, please, for the record, we are 69. Please ask them to come. Please respond when the police hear you. What is the number? You must always please parliamentary raise your hand, you'll be recognized. No disturbing in the chambers today, please. Please. You raise your hands, we'll recognize you. I beg your police, I'm begging the floor. Please, we have to coordinate well. Please, Stenographer, what's the number you check chambers? With the exception of Koffa. 67. Speak for the floor. 67. So 67 members in chambers. That's the record. Thank you. Information.
Based on the political fight before us, we are aware 3 of our police are out of the country, and 1 of our police serving as an observer. With that number, meaning with that number, they're correct, meaning we are 69 in this chamber. So we need to be
Honorable formula, the individuals that is close with that authority is the stenographer. The stenographer, please speak to that. What's the number in chambers?
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Co-Presiding Officer, according to our record, if you subtract Honorable Koffa from our record, the total numbers in the chamber is 68.
It does not say that from the telegraph.
I'm the telegrapher. I can see us in the roll call. Go back to the
up with your hands. That's you. I'll repeat it. Stand up, please.
They call your name, you stand up. No.
So you start making the outcome to satisfy your emotion. So stand up, outcome, let's go. Politically, let's see we do outcome to satisfy the emotion.
They call you, stand up. They call you, stand up.
We call you, please stand up. The option low, please. Information denied. Denied. Where?
Come on, speaker.
Present. Politically, listen to your name.
Rhino County. Members M. Thomas.
Ready to proceed.
Proceed here, Ekubo. Honorable Reverend Dr. Samuel R. Enders. Honorable Emmanuel Dan. Honorable Prince A. Todd. Honorable Francis Afoko Jr. Honorable Yeke Wakoluwa. Honorable Richard Number Koon. Honorable Jerry Koluwa Yobo. Honorable Edward Pape Flumbo. Honorable Mumba Kekula Kamara. Honorable Abu Bana Kamara. Honorable Jason Rawi Sibo. Bernard Blue Benson Jr. Grand Bassa County. Honorable Asa G. Bani. Honorable J. Clarence Banks.
Present.
Honorable Matthew Joe.
Present.
Honorable Alfred A. Flumbo. Honorable Thomas A. Goswa II. Sino County. Honorable Thomas Rio Pio.
Present.
Honorable Samson Kuipiwea.
Present.
Honorable Ellison Bonman. Maryland County. Honorable Pilma Jure. Anthony F. Williams.
Present.
Austin Lady Taylor. Grand Cape Mau County. Bentu Masale. Mohamed Dose. Bese Soni Feka. Bom County. Prince K. Kwena. James M. Pole. Josiah Marvin Cole. Morava Flomo Wamba. Eugene James Polly. Moima Brice Meza. Fuller E. Famble. Lofa County. Julie F. Wea. Mama Shafa Koto. DC K. Collins. Augustine D. Chewulu. Niba County. Samuel M. Brown Sr. Nya G. Flomo. Nega E. Gay. Honest M. Masse Sr. Government G. Gregia. Musa Assam Bility. C. S. Niana. Mutaze Womwe. Grand Julia County. Jeremiah G. Soka Sr. Mary G. Johnson. Jefferson C. DB II. Fome County.
Chetbadbi.
Papa Ugaya Bani.
Chetbadbi.
Bishop Johnson Jr. Musempi Jala. Magibi County. Morona Obi Cooper. Avan K. Jones. Danny A. Atore. Emmanuel Ya. Clara G. Gard. Riverside County. Ella J. Grant. Steve Tikwa. Grand Crew County. Nathaniel M. Bowie Sr. Honorable Councilor J. Fonati Koffa. River G. County. Alexander Paul. Azeb B. Kidople Wo. Johnson S. M. Williams Sr.
Bakul County, Zina A. Norman, Luto S. Collins,
Present.
and Musa Warity. Honorable Deputy Speaker, honorable members of the Honorable House of Representatives, there are 69 honorable members present, 4 honorable members absent. Thank you very much.
Distinguished colleagues, with 69 honorable members present, constitute a quorum for the order pursuant order. Read correction and members of the agenda.
Sitting on the second quarter of the second section of the Honorable House of Representatives, Speakership Legislature, Tuesday, May 30, 2025. Agenda. 1 session call to order, 2 prayer, 3 roll call, 4 reading correction, amendment, and adoption of the agenda, 5 call for petitions, 6 call for standing committees reports, 7 call for special committees reports, 8 call for motions, bills, or resolutions, 9 business and speakers' decks. Under that, we have a special opening statement by the Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Thomas P. Fala. B, lifting or suspension of suspended members of the House of Representatives. C, communication from Honorable Councilor J. Fonati Koffa, Representative Electoral District 2, Koon County, tendering his resignation from the Speakership of the House of Representatives of the 55th Legislature. D, declaration of vacancy and election. 10, miscellaneous. 11, adjournment. Mr. Presiding Officer, Mr. Co-Presiding Officer, honorable ladies and gentlemen, that was the reading of the draft agenda for the next business.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, for the Bureau.
Already.
If we consider the fact that under the business on Speaker's desk, there is an agenda item lifting of suspension. Regarding colleagues to the movement. As we have already noted, there was nothing about suspension, even indicative of the fact that you have started to pay colleagues their salaries.
Please allow the colleague to speak, please. Police, please, you will be allowed to talk across the floor. We are addressing the body, the presiding is here. You are recognized.
It's indicative of the fact that the presiding movement that there is nothing special. So in fact that this item should not be considered
To the movement.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, co-presiding, my brother from, my very good brother from Liberia, I so reject. Thank you.
Honorable I like your suit. Well, guess what? I'm about 2 minutes sitting to get off floor and Honorable. Mamico is recognized.
Are we talking about something wrong with you now? I want you to be at age yesterday.
I will be ready to vote. The fact that the resignation of the Speaker has been recognized on our agenda agenda is Mr. Movement. Please listen. I will be ready to vote.
Don't say you want to be resting. I'm making it to the
movement, do that.
I've been no saying I'll take off my shoe and slap you.
The fact that the resignation from Speaker Koffa, former Speaker Koffa, has been accepted on our agenda, that speaks to the fact that what the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia told us, that everything that was done, those things are considered illegal and unconstitutional. To come in these chambers to try to subvert the Constitution of this Republic on our agenda, I think it will not be right. So I will be ready to vote if you recognize the authority of the Constitution, the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia. That the Supreme Court declared that everything you did was unconstitutional. So nothing is recognized as
Well, we've come after a period to solve our issue politically. For people to come and bring legality to the extent where it will honor man, the smooth working of this house and the process are so rich.
Information. Please, let's listen to one another. You will have to come. You will have to come, please.
Mr. Presiding and distinguished colleagues, we have come to work. We have come to work for the Liberian people. We have come to work for the Liberian people, and we need to be able to put our all into this process. As a matter of fact, in the interest of the country, we are working for them. As we speak, the said case is still pending, awaiting re-argument. Technically and legally, as we've been informed, there is no in the interest of the Liberian people, we believe the best thing we are doing is to do their work. In as much as there is no political case, let us go ahead do their personal work and have their interest protected. Thank you.
Already. The motion of Boyan. Is that on the readiness? Already. We're just a good piece. Parliamentarily, we allow it to debate and put it to vote. Sorry, bro.
Nobody knows. They want to be heard.
The fact that we see.
Order, Mr. Presiding. Mr. Presiding, order. Order. Mr. Presiding. Mr. Presiding. Mr. Presiding, order. Mr. Presiding, order. Mr. Presiding, order. Mr. Presiding, order. Mr. Presiding. I say order, Mr. Presiding, co-presiding, distinguished colleagues. Our distinguished colleague, Honorable Yeke Koruba from District Number 10. You can ask that he take off the face cap to be able to.
Thank you.
Honorable Presiding, co-presiding, and fellow colleagues. Honorable Presiding, the fact that you are sitting over there and Honorable Bility Koon is being recognized as representative of Musa and the district number 11. Tell us that everything that was done. What a re-argument is held.
Please, Honorable Yaka Kolban, the first thing you need to take into consideration, each of us in this chamber were elected on the electoral constituency. So that's the first thing. It's just 2 persons among equals. With that said, please state your unreadiness.
All right, thank you.
Be clear, please.
I'll be ready to vote if we can take this.
Now you know what to say.
Please. On the corner, you have the floor, please. Go ahead. State your readiness.
Honor the business of speakers, yes, that we can remove and then be everything that was done was not done properly. The fact that the deputy speaker is presiding today, that means there was no suspension.
Presiding officer, distinguished colleagues, for people who are benefiting and are benefited from our actions, to come here and want to honor my aid, I will not accept. Distinguished colleagues, I made my point and I'm taking it back. Thank you. We are taking it back.
So folks, this is Liberia, the House of Representatives. Seriously divided. As you can see in this video, the arguments are on the floor. Let's welcome another Taiwan woman with
to the movement, please listen. Please listen.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, it's good to be back after several months. To come back here and start this process illegally is malreadiness, because the Supreme Court has already ruled, and we have this. It sends a message that we are not ready for business. So I'll be ready to vote if we are ready for business and we move this from the main. Thank you so much.
To the movement.
Well, I will differ with my colleague from I will strongly differ with my colleague from Nima Kante 11:59 that we are not ready for business. All of us gathered here are ready for business. I so reject.
Honorable J. Fonati Koffa. That's the last already.
So folks, the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Councillor J. Fonati Koffa, will readiness.
Musa, approach the chair. Honorable Koffa has the floor. Sorry, sir.
Honorable presiding, to the movement. Because
we may want to presiding what you want.
I want you listening.
And the formation and the member there. said the promotion they made one day. Hey, get how big I roll up our people.
Honorable Koffa is protected. District number 2.
Metro again who?
Honorable Presiding, to the movement.
Yes.
Because item B represents a poison pill to this proceeding, I will be ready to vote if we delete item B for the following 2 reasons. The first reason has already been articulated by virtue of the fact that you are indeed the presiding officer. The Supreme Court decision stands. Let me make a correction based on my 25 years of legal experience. The Supreme Court decision was December 6th. April 23rd was a clarification on the Bill of Information. In the Supreme Court decision of December 6th, the Supreme Court, when it issued its order a return to status quo ante. In the motion filed on the re-argument, there has been no issue of stay on a motion by the Supreme Court. And until that motion is entertained and ruled on, the decision of December 6th and reaffirmation of April 23rd would stand. But also, forgive me, Mr. Movement, I'm trying to research the rules. Our rule said no sanction can extend beyond a particular session. And I think those sanctions were issued if, assuming arguendo that they are legal, they wouldn't apply to this new session of the House of Representatives, and therefore they are either not valid by virtue of the Supreme Court decision, plus they are not valid by virtue of our own rules. Now we are free, as we usually do, to say this is politics and law has nothing to do with it, and we should throw the rules on the table. But I will say,
please.
And so I will respectfully request, based on the 2 positions that I can so submit.
Thank you. Before we get to the movement, police, please, distinguished police, thank you. I just want to make this little emphasis for the gentleman from Berkeley County of Fonati Koffa, former speaker. Distinguished police, you will agree with me. We are back in our theater. Police, you understand the functions and the proceedings, parliamentary proceedings. We will disagree, we have issues, and we agree. But you know, parliamentary distinguished police, at the conclusion of all of our disagreements and agreements, there will be decisions that will be reached by our votes. So you have the right to have a dissenting opinion on the topic, on the subject matter in these chambers. Like you're doing now, you can express it. Next calling, you have the right to express his opinion. Parliamentary, there must be voted to conclude the matter. Having said that, we refer to the movement and put this to test. That's parliamentary to see how we can remedy that. Not necessarily some of the issues that are raised are not legal, are not right. We are in the theater in keeping with the procedure of the Honorable House of Representatives. Debate are raised and concluded by vote. So we proceed with the movement.
Thank you.
Information, please. Oh, please, yeah, let me respond. Honorable Yanflobo, please respond to Honorable Koffa already that will recognize Honorable Elliott.
Okay, thank you, Deputy Speaker, distinguished colleagues. We believe that the highest decision-making body for this House of Representatives is plenary. And so those decisions that affected our colleagues who were suspended were taken as a plenary decision, and to reverse that, it must be done in plenary, and therefore it must remain on the agenda item. So I saw reject.
No colleague will be asked for this today. We sit here we will conclude this matter today. Please raise your hands to has to flow.
If you don't respect the Constitution, we will not participate in this process.
Information denied or any other way has to flow. Please have a seat on the floor. This is what please have a seat. Our early after we have the floor. Tonight. Our early after tonight. Our early after we have the speaker so cold and talk.
Honorable Deputy Speaker, Honorable Co-Presiding, distinguished colleagues. When the Deputy spoke, he mentioned our rules, and the information here is to every one of us. According to Rule 48, our own rules, I will read for the sake of the Rule 48.6, it says, any request for disciplinary measure to be taken shall be barred after a year from the date of the alleged violation of the Code of Conduct, or the request shall not be transferred to the next term of the House. That's our rules. So if we are here today, and we should be cognizant of our rules and be prepared to do this as well as
Show leadership.
What's the point of information?
What is your turn?
Information, Mr. Presiding. Mr. Presiding.
Please come, listen to your colleague, please.
Mr. Presiding.
Plenary will make a decision on the subject matter, please.
Mr. Presiding. 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 If you read our rule 23.2, it did reference to the global parliamentarian law that is referred to as the missing manual for legislative proceedings. Rule 23.2 being cognizant of the fact that this body is a member of a global body. Laws that are made by that global body are binding. If you go to the missing manual,
What's the point of order? Please you to the order. Police, I hope you are aware this is just 1/4 of our session. Go ahead. Carries down, please listen to the point of order. What's the point of order on the other board? This is 1/4, so you guys have to reset. Okay, let's go. So it's a quarter within the turn.
What is your turn?
Police, please. Yeah, so the quarter is within the turn. So I'm just trying to get the little basis. When you're agreement when you're within a turn, and there's a quarter within a turn. There are 3 quarters that constitute this turn.
I hope that my colleagues who just made a statement that he will take into consideration the international best practices of upholding the rule of law across the global practices that we have. When we reference Rule 23, talk about the Mason Rule. What I want to say, the Constitution of this Republic says this House has the authority to make her own rules that will govern the procedures of this body. So the Mason Rule that you are referring to, go back to that Mason Rule, it did not say that the suspension or the sanctioning of members should exceed what you just spoke about. That is my order to the colleague, that the rules in the House cannot be subjected to the reference that Rule 23 of our rules has reference about the Mason Rule. If you want to talk about the Mason Rule in totality, the Mason Rule is saying you should observe the Constitution of your republic. And the Constitution of our republic is, please listen to me, is vested. We developed 22, 23 you're talking about. The authority of this, the law of this country is vested within the Supreme Court of the Republic of Liberia. And that Supreme Court has said, when the key elementarily they said it is illegal and unconstitutional. Thank you.
Distinguished colleagues, we need to get this in context. We will not continue this debate. The issue is about turn. If the debate is about turn, we need to put it in context. There are 3 quarters that constitute our turn. Section 1. Yeah, you are correct. 3 sections constitute this turn of our session. So with that said, in the wisdom of the chair, this is our second section.
Mr. President, I'm on the floor.
You will be recognized. I just try to lay up pieces and will come out. Second quarter of the information rule.
The crafter of this rule, let me talk about it. We cannot be speaking to the 6 death terms because clearly, what if I committed a crime and I was suspended and I'm not re-elected? What if I committed a crime and I got suspended and I'm not re-elected? So the character of the law rules, it did not take into consideration the years, but rather the term every time we move.
Legislatively, your punishment will be within that term. In that term is the 6 years. When we are to punish you as a king. It's a term. Mr. President. It's a term. Mr. President. I'm not going to be respected, Mr. President. We'll respect you. We'll respect you. Mr. President. It's okay. Okay, please conclude.
Mr. President, let me talk to my this tutor is a political tutor.
Confusing the Liberian people.
Oh, can you please? DJ. We got this is something. Stop it, we got that. All the parents now, please conclude and so you make decision. Yeah, please, you have to phone now.
So, like I said,
we need to test this.
I made reference to our rules. So the 3.2 that made reference with the exception of our rules, the meeting manual should be observed. And I also want to tell the police that Article 38 that gave us the power to make our own rules, what our rules
After you have the time now, we're going to speak, please. You're not talking. You'll be just allowed our rep, please. You have your time, please. As part of the process, already DJ 17. Our parents can please conclude. Our panel Benson, please. So conclude now, our please. Please put the matter. Police, please allow the police to conclude now. Our parents now you'll be denied proceed. Please speak. That must speak and you recognize. Please speak. Just speak. Stop. That's all. Deny.
So, Mr. President, due to the interpretations on the floor and the amendment,
Distinguished colleagues, we're going to put this motion to test. We have exhausted it. We have discussed and debated this. Distinguished colleagues, having listened to the motion filed by Young Fleming, are you ready to vote? All those in favor the motion, please raise your right hand. In favor of the motion, please listen. All those in favor of the motion made by Young Fleming, please raise your right hand. If you do not listen, please present the vote. And then repeat that motion. That the agenda be adopted. That was the motion.
Okay, thank you.
All those against?
We are taking food.
Those are still. Please announce the results. Denied. Please announce the result.
We are taking food.
What would you do?
Police will not be allowed to speak across the floor.
Can we announce the vote? Announce the vote.
But you understand, nobody still announce the result.
Honorable Deputy Speaker and Presiding Officer, Honorable Co-Presiding Officer, they are at 44, 1 against, no abstention. Thank you very much.
The Speaker's colleagues with 44, the motion is carried. The agenda is adopted. Police. No, let's see. We keep it up our proceeding. Motion for reconsideration is something that we should accept. Our jury for Thomas Weir. We proceed. Jury Weir is recognized. We proceed. The agenda is adopted. Call for petitions. Police, please have a seat.
So folks, the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Councillor Fonati Koffa, is in section. So folks, the Liberian Parliament is actually divided on whether to actually lift their colleagues' suspension and go to the next election. So folks, there is a motion for reconsideration on the floor by Lofa County Representative Julie Weir. So folks,
she's been recognized by the presiding to file in her motion for reconsideration. She's the one who recognized. Robert Julie, you have the right to file in 2 months or decline to move ahead. Call for a petition. Call for standing committee's report. No standing committee report. Call for special committee report. No special committee report. Call for motion, votes and resolutions. No motion, no resolution. Please, Speaker first. Honorable Musa, Bility, please have a seat. Honorable Fonati, please have a seat. Honorable Matthew John, please have a seat. It is the prerogative of the presiding to also accept. So reject. Please allow the police to speak and will respond. The police has the right to speak, police. We have the right to automatically you are recognized. Tonight, we proceed. Tonight, police, please. Police, please. Every action here should be parliamentary. It is the right of the police to raise an issue. The presiding has the right to accept or reject, or the party has the right. If it is critical, we will call it a vote. Please, so James is ready to team up. Presiding, we don't want to vote the executive. We have to take it down. We proceed. We don't want the Liberian people to say we want the executive scheme money or whatsoever. We want the order. We're resolving the matter, but they go over with it and how to lead this team up. We have today. We're someone lost. will serve our lunch. We'll settle the matter today. Can you please have a seat as we proceed business on Speaker's desk? On the Martin K.P. Second, on the Legal J, on the Amos Jones, on the Johnson Williams, on the Forest Camp, please have a seat. We need to follow these chambers. On the letter of October, on the decisive, please. Yeah, please have a seat, please. On the Babi Fomo, don't remind me, have a seat. Thank you, distinguished colleagues. We will proceed with our agenda item. This is on Speaker's desk. Distinguished, please, after presiding with deliver his opening speech, we ask colleagues to please information the line on the phone. Please. Opening speech at the second quarter of the session. The second session. Please, remember, please, prior to each must please, the general. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, as we gather here today, I'm filled with the sense of the new purpose and energy. It is with great pleasure that we welcome you back from what I hope was refreshing the story during our break. This time, always follows the national government has allowed us to reconnect with our communities, our constituents, reflect on our shared priorities and discharge of our spirit, our important work in the lives and in us. Fellow colleagues, in the nonsense the last convened, our state has continued to face challenges and opportunities. Challenges and opportunities and results. As elected representatives, we have the profound responsibility to our constituents to listen, to address their concerns, and to act in the best interest. Every story, each voice, each need we encounter during our break serve as a reminder of why we do this crucial work. Distinguished colleagues, now as we dive into our legislative duties, let us carry with us the lesson learned from our ongoing journey across the state. Let us remain committed to fostering collaborations, engaging in respectful dialogues, and striving for innovative solutions. The issues before us are complex. Education, healthcare, infrastructure, social justice. But they are all insurmountable. Together, let us have the courage collectively so that wisdom can prevail as we craft policies that will lift all of our citizens. Distinguished colleagues, I urge each of us to approach this second quarters of the second section with an open heart and a mind. Let us move here in here, remembering our individual successes and the total resources of our communities. We have a unique opportunity to pursue meaningful legislation that reflect the value and aspirations of those we serve. To this, distinguished honorable ladies and gentlemen, as we begin the second quarters with love, we register our concerns that this leadership with a show the change that is required. Fellow lawmakers, as you may be aware, plenary is the highest decision-making body. As we hold this dearly to our working, as leadership of this House of Representatives, we therefore urge the various committees, chairs, and members to pick up the mantles of the oversight responsibilities. We can assure you, distinguished colleagues, that the committee will investigate and plenary will make the highest decision as it is legislatively required. Our resolve to this point is one of the basis over the period. It has been observed that plenary overlook most of the committee workings, and we must change the narrative. Distinguished colleagues, considering our legislative today, we'd like to inform you committee members that there are some important bills in committee rooms that need legislative actions. As you are aware, the leadership of the House of Representatives wishes to inform committee to be proactive and act on these bills. Let us not be seen that we just want to keep these bills in committee rooms. Committees can either recommend passage or rejection of bills after careful scrutiny. A path we are asking committee to pursue some of these bills, and after repeal Chapter 25, Ministry of Internal Affairs, Chapter 12, Executive Law of the 1972 Code of Conduct revised to establish EST a new chapter to be known as the Ministry of Local Government. The Statute of International Renewable Energy, Protocol to the African Chapter on Human and People Rights, on the establishment of an African Code on Human Rights and People Rights, an act to create a Morovia Vocational Technical College to be an associate degree in granting the institution of formal sector. The very new code has amended to be used as the Liberian Tax Amendment Act of 2024, an act to establish a tollway payment system in Liberia, an act to establish the National Trust Service of Liberia as an autonomous agency, an act to create an independent seaport and inland port regulations authority to provide for the regulations and standard development of seaport and inland port operations and services in Liberia. Liberia Sea and Inland Port Decentralization. With that said, distinguished colleagues, the robust action of the legislature lies in the strength and strong work of committee as we begin this section. Let us take it very serious than before. Furthermore, distinguished colleagues, I will strive to modernize our infrastructure. We implore the Committee on Modernization to consider the capacity building of our staffs, who I will support armed in the work that we do. It is important for routine training for both staffs and members of the House as we want the committee to work in this direction. Distinguished members of the House, as we embark on this new chapter, we encourage you to remain steadfast in your commitment to transparency, integrity, and accountability. We have the privilege of serving in a democracy where our voices matter. Let us use them wisely and courageously in doing so. Our rules reviews has been a serious issue that we did not conclude during the first quarter of the second section. As we begin this second quarter, we urge every member to act appropriately as is requested so that the rules can be acted upon expeditiously. Finally, my distinguished colleagues, our Constitution needs crucial review to conform to present day's reality. As such, the House is taking serious account of engagement with the Governance Commission and other stakeholders to provide the legislation, especially the House on the mechanism that we can employ. In closing, we promise leadership to support the endeavors that stand to create a better future of our state. Let us embrace the opportunity to make tangible impact and reaffirm our commitments to our people who have entrusted us with their hope and dream. Thank you to you, our colleagues and staffers, members of the 4th Estate and the public. Welcome back to work, our distinguished colleagues, including the staff, media personnel, and our partners in progress. Thank you, wish you all of the best. I'd like to say in front of 10 distinguished colleagues as the presiding officer, after 7 months of this great impasse, I'd like to use this opportunity to congratulate Honorable J. Fonati Koffa for taking the step of resignation that we believe in our wisdom, help to remedize the situation. Honorable Koffa, we say thank you, congratulations to you, wish you all of the best, wish the people of Brighton all of the best. Thank you. Next, the lifting of suspension will entertain a motion in keeping with our agenda. Honorable Koon, you said.
What is this debate about? The presiding officer.
What do you mean with a view? Don't do that deal.
Co-presiding, distinguished
police of the Speakership Legislature of the Republic of Nigeria. House of Representatives,
taking into consideration of the impasse that lasted for a period of 6 to 7 months, taking into consideration that this August body took a decision to suspend initially 7 of 8 members for conduct believed to be anti-parliamentary conduct that this plenary perceived to not be in the interest of this body, conduct that this body perceived was against the rule of the House as state. All members of the House of Representatives shall ensure the dignity of the House of Representatives at all places and at all times. Having those suspensions been sanctioned subsequently, followed by the second suspension on the basis of absenteeism, which our rule clearly states that a member who failed to attend for a period of 2 consecutive weeks without a written notice, the plenary has the mandate to take a decision on said members. And on the basis of that, additional 14 persons were suspended. And on the basis that one of our colleagues was complained against, and on the basis of his complaint, investigation conducted and a vote taken to suspend him, thereby taking the initial 14 shaving, later reduced to 6, and the one taking the total suspension to 16 persons, and taking the consideration that the Supreme Court ruling is being halted on the basis of the petition for re-argument. That is to say that all matters, all issues relating to the House of Representatives regarding suspension, removal, is currently on a standstill. The Honorable Supreme Court can hear, by virtue of affixing a signature to the motion for a petition for re-argument, it is understood legal that is granted until a member
this suspension by our colleagues being here automatically lifted, and that after elected speaker who shall fill the vacancy it is
right hand to lift the suspension of our police. Please stand the vote. Those against the lifting of the suspension, those against.
Honorable presiding officer, honorable ladies and gentlemen, there are qualified for, none against, no abstention. Thank you very much. 35.
35 votes distinguished for the motion is carried. Suspension, none against. No against. With 35 votes, the motion is carried. Suspension of police. And the Reserve Council
Next
on the agenda, distinguished colleagues, please have your seat. Suspension of elected will proceed. Now, Chief Clerk, please proceed with the letter of resignation.
May 12, 2025. Honorable Chief Clerk, House of Representatives, Federative Legislature, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia. Reference, letter of resignation. Dear Honorable Sayer, please inform the members of my resignation from the office of Speaker effective 12 noon today. In accordance with the Constitution and our rules, Deputy Speaker Thomas Farr will become presiding officer and acting speaker until a new speaker is elected. Please convey to the members my warmest regards and deepest gratitude for having elected me to